What's up, everybody? Wisdom Starcraft here, back for game number 5 between EG's Jaedong up here in the top right, representing Team Evil Geniuses, like I said in the last cast, and probably every cast so far, one of my all-time favorite Zerg players. Probably right along TLO and Idra. I'm a big Idra fan. I'd say Idra's probably my number one, just because I love his attitude. And down here in the bottom left, it's going to be Liquid HerO, representing Team Liquid. And wow, what can I say, man? This has been an excellent series so far between Jaedong and HerO. I mean, and I know who's gonna win the game. I already know who's gonna win because I know who won the tournament. I didn't get to see this game though, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it, seeing how it all went down, how their final battle goes. You know, will it be a macro game? Will it be a really small game? You know, will Jaedong six pool again? I guess he's not gonna six pool because he's already at 13 supply. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how it's going to go down. I'd really like seeing the early game pressure. I'd really like to see in early game strategies, you know, stuff like six pools, stuff like that. It's absolutely hilarious to see. I like seeing cheese, but I also really love seeing macro games like the one we saw last game. That was just like, you know, absolutely fantastic to watch. I love seeing these. Like I said in the last cast, I think it really showcases the skills of these players. So, but we'll see how that was last game, and we'll see how this one goes. HerO in the last game, he played very well. One thing I will say is I think maybe he should have tried to take that fifth base sooner. He ended up taking it, but I think he took it much too late. Because I think for a long time, like fairly early on, it came down to basically if he loses too much of his army, or if he loses his whole army, he's going to lose. Which, I mean, that's kind of how Protoss plays, I guess, a lot of times. I mean, that's just kind of how it is when you're Protoss. You have very expensive units, you know. But, I don't know. I mean, he just had no, you know, it was just basically all he had, though, was his army. Nothing to back it up. No, you know, no resources to back it up. Nothing to warp in reinforcements. Whereas Jaedong had a bank with 5k minerals and 5k gas. So yeah, but I mean, HerO knows best, really. I mean, who am I to say what HerO should have done? You know, and of course, it's also easy to say when you're like watching a replay or something like that what a player should have done, as opposed to when you're actually in the game making those decisions. It gets a lot harder. Jaedong gonna be expanding twice here. Pretty standard stuff versus Protoss. 3 hatcheries before the spawning pool. And HerO is going to scout that out, though. Going to be moving across the map with 1 Zealot. Maybe try to pressure one of these bases, but probably not. Because Jaedong can easily make some lings to deal with that. Make 4 or 6 lings, and no problem. And HerO's going to win for a gateway expand. I think, yeah, this is what he did in the last game as well. And 2 more gateways at the natural here, just to wall it off a little bit. Give him some more defense versus the Zerg mastermind here, Jaedong. And I just want to talk about kind of what I was talking about earlier, though, which is about Jaedong being, of course, one of my favorite players. And so yeah, this is bias. I am secretly rooting for Jaedong. I probably shouldn't do that as a caster, but I mean, I can't help it, man. It's Jaedong. I mean, come on. Husky does the same thing. You know, he's a huge Jaedong fan. You hear him sometimes. It almost seems a little ridiculous. Like I'm watching a Husky, and I love Husky, man. He's my favorite caster of all time. But probably my favorite YouTuber of all time. But it's like sometimes in these Jaedong matches, man, he's just like stroking off Jaedong like all game long. But you know, I can't blame him because Jaedong's a fantastic player, and he's a a really old player. He's been, I don't mean old as in age-wise. I think he's probably like 28, maybe something like that, 30. I'm not sure, but he's been around since the Brood War days. Very well known for his matches versus Flash and making a lot of lings. Wow, what's going on here? Why is he making so many lings? I guess he's looking to pressure this natural. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Excuse me. He's just looking for defense against which looks to be a 4-gate, I suppose. Yeah, so that's looking like a 4-gate here, and I'm gonna be force filling a ramp, not wanting Jaedong to go up and scout these 2 gateways here. But yeah, this is looking like a 4-gate. There's a lot of zealots at the front here. Another aggressive pylon. So that's why he's making all these links. And gonna be moving with these links here, getting a surround briefly, but then it's gonna be pulling out And there we go, coming in with the Lings again and attacking, and there's a lot of Lings here, enough to overwhelm these Zealots. Militia Corps is going to be doing work, but that's going to be being focused on by the Queen right now. And I think this is going to be a failed attack. So we'll see if he decides to continue it. And it's going to warp anything else in. Yeah, he's going to keep warping in Zealots here. So, but I mean, that's really not that big of a deal because losing Zealots, because he's trading these Zealots with these Zerglings, which is pretty nice, really. Although that's going to be a big surround from Jaedong, and yeah, that's going to be a nice little cleanup for him. That's going to shut down this attack, I think, losing those Zealots, and now he's going to be losing the pylons. So, yeah, HerO's going to have to regroup here, rethink his strategy. We'll see what he does. Warping in 2 more Zealots here, I think just to do a little bit more damage, but they're going to get completely surrounded. And warping in 2 more, HerO's just in straight refusal mode here, man. He just doesn't care. So, resources loss is relatively even, so that you know, that's pretty good for HerO, I suppose, or for Jaedong. And yeah, that's it was a failed attack. I mean, it was failed in the sense that he didn't kill the third or anything like that, but the Zealots were able to trade pretty evenly with the Lings, so it wasn't a completely failed attack. Well, now the Roach Warren is going to be on the way, and a lair coming out. So Jaedong's looking to be teching fairly soon. Probably going to be getting that Galil reconstitution and an hallucinated oracle. Hallucinated. These drones been taking too many hallucinogenic drugs. Smoking too much of this Vespine gas. They just want to have fun. They're going to be seeing a hallucinated oracle, but that's going to fall. And Immortal production now. Immortal's coming out from HerO. Will he try to go for an Immortal all-in? Yeah, that's definitely what it's looking like, man. That's looking like 6 gateways here, and just chrono boosting out those Immortals. So, Jaedong does have scouts ready. 2 Overlords, sacrificial Overlords. Looks like he's not ready to lose them quite yet, or at least he's not ready to lose this one, because he started to move in, but then he decided not to. And let's see what he saw. Has he seen this? Yes, he has seen this. Yeah, so he definitely knows that this is coming. So he has some Lings in production. He's now making Roaches to help defend. Yeah, so a lot of Roaches here. He's got some Lings here. I think, is he going to try to counterattack these Lings? I'm not sure. HerO is going to go ahead and wall this in with a pylon. So he's going to want to get some aggressive pylons down. Oh, he does have a warp prism though, but he's still going to be bringing down the pylon, of course, because that's just going to help the attack that much more. So Roaches and Lings coming out from Jaedong. Just wants to, you have to be prepared for this. This is you need a lot of units to deal with this. The Immortal all-in. Going to be 7 sentries right there. So yeah, this is going to be tough to deal with. Jaedong is looking to set up for some kind of like sandwich attack though, coming in with these Roaches from the flank, and then the Roaches and Lings over here. And perhaps going in a little bit too early there. I think HerO might be onto his plan, but this is going to come down to the force fields, I think. Just how good are the force fields. And Jaedong's going to be going for the sandwich attack right now. Might have to mass reach. No, he's not going to have to mass recall out of there just yet. And wow! Oh, huge force fields right here on this this little ledge here. Going to be blocking in a bunch of those Roaches, and those are going to be falling down. Even microing these Immortals to make sure they take less damage. And wow, that's just that's terrible. And now the force fields, I think, are just going to wreck Jaedong's world. Oh, excellent force fields coming down, man. Just splitting that army in half. And now he's just going to be blasting away with those Immortals in the back and the Stalkers. That's not, yeah, this isn't looking too good for Jaedong, man. Although, where are the force fields? And more excellent force fields. Going to be blocking those Roaches at the bottom of the ramp there. Placed perfectly, man. Damn, and that's going to be like 13 kills on this Immortal and 6 on that one. So that's wow, that sucks for Jaedong. Gonna be killing that pylon with that one Ling. That's pretty nice. Even microing it back to save it. And I think he's looking to do basically the same thing. No, he's not looking to do the same thing, man. He says, you know what? Enough is enough. How do you like it, man? I'm gonna attack you. No. Okay. All right. Jaedong a little undecisive. I think he was thinking about counterattacking and then realized, I think, like, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to race this. I cannot defeat this in the long run. So now he's going to come with a sandwich attack. How good are the force fields? Good force fields over here. Going to be blocking most of the army in the back there. And then the Zealots to deal with these Roaches down here. A really good position here for Liquid HerO. Just going to be blasting away, taking out roach after roach, ling after ling, man. 21 on that and 16 on that immortal. More good force fields coming down. Gonna be blocking these units down here, even taking out a few more. And Jaedong's just this is kind of bad. He's just frantically trying to make units to deal with this, but how many units is going to be enough units? He's going to need a miracle, I think. It's the force fields, man. Until these sentries are like out of energy. And more good force fields coming down. These lings are doing quite a bit of damage right now, but not quite enough as a lot of his army was trapped back here. Going to be moving forward with these roaches, but these immortals, man, are just going to be doing work. Getting microed right into that warp prism and then dropping out to do maximum DPS. And is he going to lose this immortal? No, he's still got his shields, man. Resources is fairly even, but this is going to be a tough one to deal with, man. Oh no, and this might be the nail in the coffin. Jaedong having to pull drones off the line to deal with this. But it looks like he is going to clean this up, though. And if anyone's wondering, yeah, that's my dog barking in the background. But going to have to pull off drones to deal with that, man. That's going to be kind of suck. And now inside the main, a force field on the ramp is going to prevent those roaches from coming up, and a second one to make it so they absolutely cannot come up at all. They're going to be microing this warp prism back. He's going to lose all the immortals. Ooh, good for HerO. Not losing those immortals. That would have been a big deal. Maybe a turnaround in this game. So that's going to be very nice for HerO, not losing those immortals. That might have been a big turnaround. Jaedong's looking to move across the map and counterattack now, though. So overall, I think the game's pretty even, though. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Jaedong's gonna be pressuring this the natural hill with a handful of roaches. Gonna be taking out a gateway and now doing a little bit of damage to these zealots. He's definitely not gonna have enough to end it though, but he will have enough, I believe, to take out this gateway. So a nice little victory for Jaedong, and now he's just gonna have to back out though. And oh, losing some roaches on the oh no, what are you doing? Oh, he's going for that immortal, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Will he get it? Oh, he did get it though, so that's very nice. That's nice good for Jaedong. And now he's gonna be able to do a little bit of economic damage, maybe snipe out a few zealots here. Just kind of dancing them around. Gonna go for the sentries. Very nice, very nice. So actually trading pretty cost efficiently right there. But where is Jaedong's army at home? Oh man. Army getting here a little late, but he is gonna fight these immortals here and these zealots. So gonna clean this up. Essentially no problem. They didn't really get a whole lot done, those immortals and whatnot. And now maybe he's gonna be looking to build some more drones and get this third base fully saturated. No, if he does decide to do that, it might be a mistake because HerO's just relentless this game, man. Moving out again with more and more units. He just won't give Jaedong a break. There are Hydras now though, and Hydras are very good versus this kind of army composition. Very good versus Immortals and really any gateway unit. So as long as it's not like pure Hydras versus pure Zealots. Zealots with like charge anyway. So yeah, there's a lot of Hydras here, and then a lot of Lings. Or at least a decent amount of Lings. I think that's going to deter HerO from attacking right now. I know it would probably deter me just because Hydras, man, basically just have machine guns. And they actually are being buffed in an upcoming patch, I believe. They're going to have like increased attack time. So, nice little buff for the Hydra there. And then, oh man, but is this going to be the fight to take? I think the force fields might be the nail in the coffin here. He's going to have to force field this, cutting this army in half. And, oh man, if Jaedong loses all these Hydras, man, I think that's going to be it. The Guardian Shield going to be reducing that Hydra damage ever so slightly. And, not losing all the Hydras, but losing a significant amount. And now, oh man, I don't know, man. Jaedong's army just is looking kind of small right now. I don't know if it's going to be enough to deal with all of these Stalkers, Immortals. What's that, five Immortals, man. Oh, and Jaedong's building a lot of Roaches. Those Immortals are just going to shred right through those Roaches. The Hydras are doing work. Jaedong's going to be moving in here and fighting, but I think just really just sheer numbers, the power of these Immortals, it's just not going to be enough. And the force fields are pretty decent. Probably force field this ramp maybe to stop those Zealots, those Roaches from coming out, but no, it doesn't even bother. Does get an Immortal there, which is pretty nice, but this is still a really big army, and it feels like Jaedong hasn't even destroyed any of it because he just non-stop reinforcements from this warp prism from HerO. And as I say that, look, more Zealots being warped in. So, and now he's now sieging this third base, and I don't really know how Jaedong's gonna defend this, it's definitely gonna go down. Yeah, it's definitely gonna go down. I think as soon as it goes down, Jaedong's gonna be moving out into like a big sandwich attack, but nope, hold that thought, he didn't even do it. Too bad. So I think that's, yeah, it's not looking good for Jaedong at this point, losing that third base. And even, look at this, all these probes coming across. Wow, sending the probes to attack. The main's mined out already, so yeah, I mean, he might as well, man. I mean, he's pretty much all in anyway. An Immortal all in. Yeah, these Immortals, man. I want to look at the kills. 9, 13, and 49. Oh, man, that is just disgusting. Yeah, so he's just going to town with these Immortals, man. And oh, man, these drones are in trouble, man. This is not a safe working environment. I would, like, that's not fair. I mean, these drones need to call the ACLU or something, because this is not a safe working environment. Being told the long distance mine with this huge army right in the front, man, that's messed up. These drones, I think the remaining drones should at least get like workers' comp or something. These drones are just in like no man's land. No doubt will get taken out fairly soon. Force is going to be coming down just to kind of hinder the movement of these roaches and hydras. Some more are going to prevent the escape of these hydras here. And a little bit of a sandwich attack from Jaedong, but only with a few roaches and a few hydras, and they're just going to be destroyed on this retreat here. So not really accomplishing a whole lot. Yeah, Jaedong's really... he's really kind of screwed. I mean, I hate to say it, Jaedong's my hero, man, my favorite player, or one of my favorite players, I should say. But it's not looking good at all. I mean, they are on equal bases, sure, but equal bases with a Protoss is not where Zerg wants to be at this point in the game. He needs to have at least a third base right now to go toe to toe, really. I mean, just, you know, Zerg units just aren't as powerful straight up as Protoss units in most cases. You know, you really got to rely on like having more stuff, you know. So these force fields is going to be kind of wrecking his world. I'm going to be taking out the Spine Crow there. Good force fields. Going to be trapping these queens in. That's going to be terrible. That means no injects. But you know what? The injects don't even matter, actually, because he has larvae. He doesn't have the money to make anything, though. And he's going to have to pull the drones off the line to deal with this. And it's just not going to be enough. More force fields coming out. So much value. Oh, man. And losing all these drones, there's just nothing he's going to be able to do. I mean, it would be a real miracle if Jaedong was able to win with just this. Yeah, this is like one last battle here. He's gonna be trying to focus down this Immortal, and he will get it, but it's not gonna matter. I mean, the HerO Immortal's still alive with 60 kills. That's crazy. 61. Oh man, it reminds me of like Lord of the Rings with like Aragorn and Legolas, and they're what was it? The Towers one, and they're at the final battle at Helm's Deep, and they're like counting how many kills they got. That's what it reminds me of right now. Except this is like, you know, maybe if they're back at home, it would be Helm's Deep. If they were the one defending against the evil Zerg, instead, this would be like if the Orcs were the ones at Helm's Deep, and you know, like Jaedong's base is Helm's Deep, and Jaedong's still in the game. I don't really know what he's thinking he can still do. I suppose he might as well not quit, because this is the last game of the series. If he loses this, he's out of the tournament. So, I mean, I guess you don't give up until the very end, but what's he going to do? One roach. I mean, no amount of micro can even save him now. And it's just going to get taken out right away. So Jaedong's going to wait for that roach to come out, and yeah, he's going to go ahead and call it GG. Great match from them, though. I mean, I knew HerO obviously was going to win, because HerO does win the tournament. So, but I'm actually really surprised. I mean, Jaedong was in a pretty good, you know, he wasn't in a good spot necessarily, but he was in an okay spot. I mean, I think the game was pretty even. That the 4-gate with the, you know, warping the zealots over here and over here. Jaedong didn't like, you know, he didn't crush HerO, but he traded fairly efficiently with him. So I think both players were pretty even at that point. But yeah, just, man, relentless aggression from HerO, and the Immortal all-in is going to go ahead and get him the victory here. It worked for him in game number 3. Why not do it again in game number 5? Very solid strategy. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for me for this game anyway. I am definitely going to be casting more games from the IEM tournament. There's a lot of great games to cast, man. I think I'm going to go ahead and cast like the rest of the finals right now. So the rest of the semifinals, and then the finals between HerO and was it Polt? So yeah, coming up next it's gonna be like what is it? It's Protoss versus Terran, Polt versus ugh, man, I can't even remember. I honestly don't even remember who he was facing. This tournament was only a couple days ago, but I do remember they were great games. I remember Polt saying Protoss OP. That was pretty funny to see. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this game, though, guys. Peace, love, and empathy, and I'll see you guys in the future casts.